Why be easy when you can just die? Woo! Wow, I'm Chewy Mew, and welcome to my channel, but more specifically, welcome to another Chewy Mew video, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Hasbro Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 2099 Spider-Man. So here we go, we have this guy here. I did see him, he was in the trailer trying to beat the crap out of Miles for some reason. I guess we're going to find out in the movie. Trying to create a new superhero, Miguel O'Hara accidentally turned himself into the best Spider-Man in the multiverse. Wait, so Miguel was trying to create a new superhero and he turned himself into the best Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse? I'm assuming in the multiverse. I'm assuming that's something to do with Spider-Verse. I don't know. The read-up for the other Spider-Man over here doesn't make much sense either. How do they... Obviously, they want you to cut the box in the back to open this, but I'm pretty sure you could just, you know, bite down on these here. And I think this looks pretty cool. I think it does have some cool design. I will say, you can tell Hasbro put a little bit more detail into sculpting on this sucker compared to the Marvel Legends version. His legs move like this. I don't think they're not supposed to do that. They'll probably break if you do that, but it's kind of cool. Like I said, the same thing with this Spider-Man here. I wish they would have given him this same kind of like this kind of rotation for the knees. I mean, obviously, I prefer this guy to have, like, you know, 27 points of articulation, finger joint. You know, I totally wouldn't turn that down, but he doesn't have it. But if at the bare minimum, I kind of wish he had like a T-hip legs. You know, you can see the scale of these guys is quite a bit different here. So, black suited Spider-Man here from Spider-Man Classic Series 1. He is taller than him. This figure is a slightly shorter than most 6-inch scale Marvel figures. But you can see he scales, he's pretty big. He's a big boy, so it kind of does make sense that he's bigger than good old Spider-Man here. But you know, I think this is pretty cool. He gets a cool web thing, which, again, is probably going to be hard to put. The other Spider-Man, I had to really kind of try to get it in there. So on the back of the box, they show that you're supposed to put it on the outside of the wrist here. Yeah, because, you know, Spider-Man shoots webs from his right here. But no, it should go here, you know, because that's the way his webs look. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I feel like I'm going to scratch the plastic. I'm going to damage something. It fits on there. I mean, it looks more like he's shooting a missile than he's shooting a web. I mean, you know, the one that makes a little bit more sense for Spider-Man is having it here. But I think Miguel actually does shoot webs from I think here on his wrist, actually. So that's kind of that's kind of how, because he has organic web shooters, so they don't shoot from here, they shoot from like here, which you know, I think that's kind of cool. But it doesn't really fit because the hand doesn't really look like he's shooting. Like, at least this guy has the web, he has like the flipping hand, so it kind of does work. But this guy is just kind of looks more like he's shooting a torpedo, which I'm probably not going to use that for him. I could stick that on, like, I don't know, Iron Man or something, I don't know. But yeah, the sculpting on this guy is actually pretty good, and his arms go up a lot higher too. These joints, they don't feel loose, but they move very smoothly, which I'm used to Hasbro having typically tighter or like this one has ratcheted joints. This guy has like a more smooth kind of joints. They're not loose, but I don't know, that's cool. This has a lot of detail on it. The other Spider-Man, it feels like they kind of just did the bare minimum, where, of course, his costume accents, like the red parts, are obviously raised, very, very raised on these parts here. And there's like a little bit of extra plastic sticking off of the joint right there. That's kind of weird. I might cut that off. I don't know, my voice got really deep there. But yeah, so he does have all this kind of like circuitry and like robotic looking design to the costume, which is way, way, way more detail than they put on the Retro Wave 2099 Spider-Man. So that's really cool to see that this toy that Hasbro considers to be less quality than Marvel Legends actually has a ton of detail and sculpting on it. It's cool. They're sculpted these are kind of a squishy plastic, which is okay, so they don't, you know, break. Pretty cool here. Pretty good looking head sculpt on this guy. The legs kick up all the way, and then the head has a ball joint that kind of, I mean, it barely looks up. I mean, like, not really though. It looks down. It does tilt side to side, and it does have rotation all the way around. You can also pop the head off. Let's try this here, you know. It's probably not going to fit. It's probably not going to look good because this guy's a much bigger looking dude, you know. That one fits on tight, so this one's probably going to fit on loose. Yeah, looks a little scary. Also, the bottom of the foot here, made in Vietnam, so not China, which is, you know, different, I guess. And then Marvel 2022 Hasbro SA. This one didn't say that. Yeah, this one didn't say 2022. Oh, and this one says 2018. Oh, so I was right. This is a re-release from the Into the Spider-Verse. That's kind of scummy, so it's probably overpriced. I don't like it as much anymore. But yeah, so this is a actual new mold they made just for this toy here. And also, you can kind of see, like, you can see the shape of his muscles here. Like, you can kind of see his pectorals, his ribs right here. Or no, not his ribs, his six-pack. But it's covered with armor, so I think this looks really, really good. I just really wish this was, like, you know, had more articulation, so this could be a full-blown, because this could even replace a Marvel Legends figure. You know, I feel like just because this is meant to be a kid's toy with a very dumb accessory, that, you know, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like, because I don't think Miguel's webs in the comics are in red, to be honest. Articulation on this is whatever. You know, even the gimmick toys with Toy Biz had a lot more articulation than this. They'd give you at least like a boot cut and a single bend knee. But I think just because it's not superposable and it's not correct scale, I mean, you could totally get this guy in here. It totally would work if you put him in scale. He'd kind of be standing up straight a little bit, unless you do something like, you know, I mean, he's not perfectly in scale, but he does definitely work. You could definitely put him there. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good toy. And I think it's a decent figure, you know. I would say if you find this guy in stores and you're like, you really want a Miguel 2099 Spider-Man figure, I would suggest, yeah, get it. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to let me know. Let me know what you think about this figure. Let me know what you think about these. I don't like this figure as much because it's just, now I know it's a re-release from Into the Spider-Verse, but I think this is pretty good. So yeah, let me know what you think about both of these figures, and I will see you guys in the next review. Wow. Alright. Oh. What the heck? Okay, so I was about to end the recording, but I found this in the box. Just like a Miles head just sitting in the box here. Okay. Yeah, it was just like in there, and then I threw the box like that and it fell out. Okay, so I guess I have a Miles head now, too. That's... I mean, I feel kind of bad that that's there, but... I mean... You can put that on here and it looks kind of freaky.